And we're down to my favorite part of this live show, which is what we call the hashtag round. And we are going to flash some hashtag on screen, and we are going to do this just like the Miss Earth pageant. You just have to answer as quickly as possible. I believe of 30 to 30 seconds to a minute. You can give us your thoughts about the hashtag that we're going to show you on screen. And I believe this is also a good practice for you to be able to be ready on answering some of the hashtag questions for the upcoming Miss Earth 2020 pageant. So let's begin the hashtag round. The first hashtag is hashtag change.
Okay. Okay. So it's very interesting, and I would refer it to people because we are the future and we are the change. So everyone should open their minds, rethink what we are doing, and just got interested into our environmental problems. And it's all connected with change because without change, we will not achieve anything.
I agree with that, Sabina. We should always change our ways for the betterment of our Mother Earth, of course. And next, second hashtag would be hashtag green.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so green reminds me of forests, of trees, of plants. And I think that the best idea to use this hashtag is to promote planting trees and stop the deforestation. Everyone should probably, that would be a great idea to actually post a picture on Instagram while planting new trees and hashtag green. So yeah, that refers to our forests and plants, which are very highly important in our environment. Not
Thank
only
you
for
so
us, but also for animals and for our air pollution.
Thank you for that, Sabina. But let me just ask you here: is tree planting one of your topmost priorities if you win the Miss Earth round?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is very important for me, and I would love to plant more and more trees. And I know that our Miss Earth Point to 2019 focused on planting trees, and that was her advocacy. So I really would like to meet with her and organize this kind of event in our country, for example, in Warsaw or in her city. And we would organize a meeting with people and plant trees together. That's a very great idea to promote this idea.
That's awesome, Sabina. And for our third hashtag, hashtag environment.
Mhm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so environment. I think that I would refer it um, to schools, for example, in younger people to show them how environment is important for us, that this is our home. Because nowadays, people do not think about environment as our home. They are just so focused on their daily jobs, daily activities, earning money, for example, and they do not have time to think, like sit down and think that environment is so beautiful and it's so important to take care of it. That's what reminds me of environment.
Very well said, Sabina, for the hashtag environment. And for our fourth hashtag organic.
Okay, so that reminds me of organic food. And it's really nice to also spread the idea of buying organic food, organic vegetables, fruits from our local suppliers, because in supermarkets, our the food that we are having, for example, fruits and vegetables, it's not very high quality, and it's there are a lot of chemicals which are not healthy for our bodies, for our health.
Thank you so much, Sabina. And I believe we still have one hashtag.
Okay.
How about hashtag eco-friendly?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there are a lot of things that we can connect with eco-friendly. For example, eco-friendly bags that I've just showed you from inside of my bag. Eco-friendly bags for bulk food, bulk vegetables. For example, supermarkets. And we can also use it as eco-friendly. For example, eco-friendly toothbrush. So a lot of people also these days is using plastic toothbrush, which is very bad for our environment, because there are online, for example, we can buy a wooden toothbrush, and that's really smart because plastic toothbrush is taking like 500 years to biodegrade. And yeah, I would connect eco-friendly to this kind of things. Or also, eco-friendly would be wearing reusable face masks, because it's also a big problem these days. As the pandemic started, there are a lot of face masks on the streets, and people are really don't know what to do with them, and a lot of people is throwing them away on the streets, which is really polluting our planet. And also, eco-friendly. It would be having like steel or glass packaging instead of plastic Tupperware.
That sounds unique, wooden toothbrush. And I see some wooden toothbrush here in the market already in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
But there are very few of them. You can see more plastic ones than wooden ones. So everyone actually can buy it online. There are a lot of toothbrushes like that.
Yes, and I would agree on that. Using the 5 R's that we could promote for the hashtag eco-friendly, the reuse, recycle, rethink, and the two other R's for our Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And I would like also to thank you for sharing those examples and ways that we could practice in our daily lives,
Yeah.
Sabina.
There are a lot of examples. It's just hard to think right now, but actually, right now I can tell, for example, using metal straws instead of plastic ones, using I don't know, skin pads, which are for having like taking off our makeup. We can buy reusable ones. So that's also it's everything connected with pollution. By buying reusable things, we just do not pollute our environment anymore.
And based on our interview, Sabina, your national director made the right choice to represent to represent Miss Earth Poland 2020
Thank
for
you
the
so much.
upcoming Miss Earth pageant. You're
Thank
very well spoken. You have your unique advocacy, and I believe that I'm expecting you want to be one of the eco angels or eco warriors or winners for this year's edition, Miss Earth 2020.
thank you so
And
much.
right now, you're welcome, Sabina. And right now, let me just ask you, since the Miss Earth pageant will be done virtually, what are your preparations since
Mhm.
this is your first time to join a virtual pageant like this?
Mhm. Actually, there are a lot of things for me to learn because that's my first time. And I really wish to see all of you guys, all of the organizers, all of the fans on Philippines, but unfortunately, it is not possible. So I think this virtual edition is going to be very unique because it's our 20th edition. So it's going to be original, and that's the first time in the history Miss Earth is going to be virtual. So maybe people will like it. Maybe it will be also as interesting as being on Philippines. Of course, it has also some advantages and disadvantages. So I think it's going to be great. There are a lot of videos, a lot of pictures that we have to create, and it also takes time. But I think it's worth it, and it will be a great experience.